Hello, my name is Maggie, and this is my entry for the 2023 Tarot Readers Contest, the November question. It was from Molly, and her question was, "What is holding me back from my success?" Today I will be using the Light Seers Tarot. That's the deck I was drawn to for this question. And we will do a minor shuffle here. Okay. The first card, the position is, what are the circumstances that are working against you? And the card is the High Priestess. Um, what's working against you is that you're not trusting your intuition. You're not going with your gut. You know which direction you should be going, but for whatever reason, you're doubting yourself or you're questioning the logic or the soundness of what your gut is telling you to do, or there may be other influences around you casting doubt on even your abilities or your knowledge of the situation. Um, and you're just going to have to block out all the negativity, all the naysaying, everything that is making you question what you feel deep down you should be doing or what direction you should be going in. Just trust yourself, trust your intuition. You know what it is you should be doing, what direction you should be going. Um, you know what it's going to take to do this, to accomplish it, to be successful. But you're not heeding that intuition, and you need to. Okay, the second card is, what are the influences that are misdirecting you? This is our second card. And this is the Judgment card. So the obvious answer would be you're letting the judgment of others hold you back. But it's also can be used as introspection. And while it could be that you are allowing the negativity of others to hold you back or make you doubt yourself, it's also that you haven't taken the time to just sit down and be introspective about what it is you truly need to do. You're not tapping into that intuition. You need to evaluate what things are working for you and what things are working against you. And then you need to kind of clean house. Now, I mean, if people are being negative, you don't necessarily have to cut them out of your life, but you need to stop letting their negativity, their naysaying, weigh you down and change your perspective and change your thought processes and causing you to stop listening to your inner self and your intuition. Sometimes people are just afraid. You know, some people are well meaning and they're afraid to see you fail. They don't have the same, intuition. They don't have the same gut feelings. And maybe it's just that they've always been afraid to take risks themselves. And so, therefore, they've always opted for the safe way to go, and they haven't been able to accomplish much in what they've looked to do. So, it's not that the people are necessarily negative, or bad influences. It just could be that they are scared, that they worry about you. They don't want to see you fail. They don't necessarily understand what it is you're trying to do and why it means so much to you. And so, you know, they aren't necessarily negative people. They just don't understand and they don't align with where your mindset is and your dreams are taking you. So you may have to limit um, contact, or just be able to be brave and strong enough to, when they put out those doubts and those fears and the negativity toward what you're trying to do, you just have to let it bounce off of you or roll off your back, and say they don't understand. They're concerned about me, which, is understandable. But within myself, I know this is what I need to do. This is where I need to go. And I've got this. And, they will be there to cheer you on once you've made your progress. So, okay. Position number 3, our 3 card. This is what you need to be focusing on to move yourself forward. The Ace of Pentacles. There is a new resource that's going to come into your life, or that you can tap into. It could be a resource that you already have, but you've been overlooking. But this is a seed resource. It's going to spark the movement forward for you to start seeing and harvesting some of that success that you're looking for. You need, like the Judgment card is, at times that we need to judge ourselves, and judgment is not, a negative or a harsh thing. It could be better qualified as saying evaluate. You just have to take stock every once in a while. You need to step back, look at things objectively, split things into pros, into cons, and evaluate what needs to be kept, what needs to be released, what needs to be built on and cultivated. And that's where you're going to come in. You need to do that evaluation of what are your resources, what are things that maybe you've been overlooking. Resources can be financial, they can be talents, it can be time, it can be resources such as individuals that have certain talents or abilities, somebody that has gone on before you along a similar path, to mentor you. But since this is the Ace of Pentacles, it is a beginning. So you need to find that spark, that seed of a resource, whatever it could be, in your sphere that's directly connected to you, that will help potentially tap into that intuition that you have, that will help you move forward. And I like to pull the shadow card off the bottom of the deck. And this card is going to represent what needs to change. That will probably help you find that resource. Um, and the card is the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the large and in charge individual. You know, this could represent somebody in your life that has a lot of influence over you or you feel beholden to. And maybe they're the one that's the primary force holding you back from trusting yourself and moving forward. Or it could also mean that you need to be the one that needs to be large and in charge and be bold and say, I'm in control. My life is my kingdom and my domain, and I'm the one that gets to make the decisions and call the shots, which would also link back to trusting your intuition. Um, and it's possible that this card actually represents a duality, you know, that you haven't completely taken over full mastery, control, full rulership, and empowerment of your own life to be able to trust yourself, to tap into your intuition and move forward. Um, so, just like we had the judgment or evaluation card, you need to step back and evaluate and say, who holds the most power in my life, making the decisions for me? Is it someone else that I've trusted in the past, or is it myself? If it's somebody else, that needs to change, um, and it needs to be you now. You need to really take charge, move forward, and say, I'm the one making decisions about my life, and I'm going to trust my intuition and move forward. And you still respect, you know, and honor the person who got you to the point that you are at, but you can't always be still under their authority. At some point, you have to be an individual. You have to step out and own your own decisions and life choices and move forward. Sometimes in directions that the people close to you don't necessarily understand. It takes being brave and trusting yourself and the universe and knowing that this process is going to work out for your best. Okay, so that's what I see in the cards for you. I hope that this was helpful, that it resonated with you, and that it will help you move forward and see that success that you've been longing for. Blessed be.